Hello class, this is a video tutorial on the probability density functions, and in this video we'll be looking at calculating the mode. Now, always consider that PDFs and their graphs gives the probability of a continuous variable and describes its shape. Combined with knowing that the mode of a distribution is simply the score with the largest frequency, we can calculate the mode of any PDF as a maximum turning point. Now you can see here that in this histogram or this data set, the mode is clearly 5. Well, comparing that to a PDF which has a curve, we can see that whatever this x value is, let's call it x1, well, x1 would be the turning point of this PDF and the mode. Now for PDF with multiple turning points, the largest P of x value would become the mode, and it's possible for a distribution to be multimodal. So in this case, 2 turning points in this P of x function. Well, in this case, this would be our mode. Likewise, like I said, it's possible to have 2 points with the exact same peak being multimodal. And lastly, before you always just keep in mind that the maximum turning point is always the mode. We need to always just check that the end point may also have a higher P of x value than a maximum turning point. Now with that, let's go straight into our example, and here we go. So for this, you can probably tell that if we were to differentiate this, we couldn't solve to find the turning point because of this missing value. So we need to find that first. To do that, capital F of x, we need to find the integral of our domain 0 to 2. So 1/4 x cubed plus k x squared plus 3 on 2x dx. And we should know that this should equal 1 when we substitute from 0 until 2. So let's do that. This will become, this will be 3, oh no, sorry, integrating x to the power of 4 divided by 4 is 1/16 plus k on 3 x cubed plus 3 on 4 x squared from 0 until 2 should give me 1. So using my calculator now, I'm going to substitute 2 into here. So 1/16 times 2 to the power of 4 gives me 1. Substituting 2 into this will give me 8 on 3. This gives me 8k on 3. And lastly, 3 on 4 times 2 squared. This gives me 4. And that's the substitution of 2. And I could show you the substitution of 0 for this, but I hope you can see it'll just be all of this minus 0 equaling 1 still. Okay, so let's keep going. From here, let me just double check my, sorry, not 4, it should have been 3. Yep, glad I checked that one. And then now from here, we just solve for k. 8k on 3, and here's where I got the plus 4 from, equals 1. 8k equals, moving this across, timesing it by 3. So negative 3 times 3 is negative 9. So k is negative 9 on 8. This tells us that this function was actually supposed to be, okay, that gives us negative 9 on 8. And now that we have that, we can move on to actually finding the turning point of this, or the maximum turning point of this one. So taking our derivative, f prime of x now, gives me 3 on 4 x squared minus 18 on 8. Yep. Let me just simplify that straight away. 18 on 8 gives me 9 on 4. X plus 3 on 2. Then from here, to find our turning point, we just let this equal 0. Equaling 0, I can multiply everything by 4. It gives me 3x squared minus 9x plus 12 on 2 is 6. I can divide everything by 3. And from here, I can see I have, well, simple factorization at this point. I can see x minus 1, x minus 2 gives me 0. And then from here I can see x equals 1 or x equals 2. Now, only one of these, because our original PDF is a cubic, only one of these should be a maximum turning point. So up to you how you could do this, like to find our turning point, whether it's a maximum or a minimum. For this, I already have the first derivative and I won't be using the second. I'm just going to differentiate this. Use our slope table. It's going to be from 0, 1, 1.5, and 2. I know these will be 0. Need 3, sorry. Substituting 0 into here, that'll give me positive 2. Substituting 1.5, well, I can already see this is positive. This is 0. This should be negative now. So in our calculator, 1.5 minus 1, 1.5 minus 2 gives me negative 0.25. And substituting 3 into this gives me 2. So I can see this is positive, 0, negative, 0, positive. We can see that x equals 1 is a maximum turning point. So that must be our mode. So we can say x equals 1 is a max turning point. Therefore, x equals 1 is our mode. And there we have it. Okay, so hope that's giving you an insight into calculating the mode. And yeah, hope to see you in the next video. Best of luck.